Hello and thanks for dropping by my kitchen. Today I'm making something special that I've never made before. It's called shrimp with lobster sauce. Now I just want to warn you, there's not going to be any lobster in this recipe, but that's what they call it. Now, if you want to find out what the lobster is in the sauce, you can Google it. I did. I couldn't make any sense out of it. So, but I know it tastes good. The first time I ever had this was at a restaurant called King Bo, and it was so good, and I haven't had it in such a long time. But anyway, I'm going to try to cook it up for you. I've never done this before, so hopefully you'll get to see this video. Okay, what we have here is a glob of ground pork. I don't even know how much it weighs, just a handful. A couple of eggs, about 3/4 cup of onions, some peas and carrots, some hoisin sauce. This is really good stuff here. Salt, pepper, and some flour. No, this is cornstarch. And shrimp and a little bit of ginger. So that's what we're going to put in here today. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cornstarch and I'm going to sprinkle a little bit here in the shrimp. And make sure every little piece gets coated. Now this is 10 ounces of shrimp. Okay. Now I'm just going to let this hang out over here for a while until it's ready to use it. I'm going to start heating up my pan here. I got a brand new wok here. It's not called a wok, but I call it one. Okay, I'm going to start to cook up the pork. Once I get it cooked up, I'm going to set it aside so I can use it later. You want to get it in just as small pieces as you can. Turn the heat down just a little bit. You don't need to be that high. While that's cooking, I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of hoisin sauce. Give it a little bit of flavor there. I could use soy sauce, but I'd rather use the hoisin because it's got a little sweeter flavor to it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take the ground pork out. Now I'm gonna add the shrimp. Put a little salt and pepper on it. You want to cook your shrimp so it's got that pink color all the way through to make sure it's done. And it usually doesn't take very long to do this. Okay, there's your shrimp. I'll let it hang out over here for a little while. And I'm going to start cooking my veggies. A couple of tablespoons of cooking oil. Let that heat up a little bit. Forgot about the garlic. Go the onion. Just a rough chop on them. Put in the ginger. About a quarter teaspoon, or maybe a teaspoon. Okay, I'm going to put in a half teaspoon of minced garlic. Put in my peas and carrots. And 1 cup of chicken broth. Let that come up to a boil. And when we put an egg in here, we're just going to put the egg white. And we'll put in just a splash of sherry. Not very much. Okay, I've got my egg whites all whipped up. We'll put it in here. I'm just going to put it around the edges. More salt and pepper. And just to thicken it up some, I'm going to add a little bit of cornstarch slurry in here. The ratio is usually 1 tablespoon of cornstarch to 1 tablespoon of water. When this begins to thicken up, then you want to add your meat back in here. Turn your heat down. Ground pork in there, and your shrimp. If you want to, you can always add a little bit more chicken broth. go. My version of shrimp with lobster sauce. Now, when you cook this up for yourself or your family, there are other things that you can do to it. You can add to or subtract from, depending on what you like and what you don't like. But this is a basic recipe. If you go online, you're going to find a lot of different ways of cooking this. And most of the people that cook this have been doing it a lot longer than I have. So I think it turned out good. Let's hope it tastes good. I cooked up some rice earlier in the day to go with it. So, shrimp with lobster sauce. Now I think it turned out pretty good for the first time I ever cooked this. You taste that hoisin sauce, get a bite of ginger every once in a while, get a bite of that sauteed pork. I hope you try this. This is really good. That's all I got. It really tastes good, I guarantee.